A very good morning, dear children. Today we will continue with the remaining part of chapter 4, current, electricity and magnetism. When an electric bulb, a plug key and a cell holder are connected with the help of connecting wire, it forms an electrical circuit. Electrical bulb we already know. Plug key. Now here in this picture, the plug key is open. That is why the 2 points which you see, they are not connected by the line. When do you say it is closed? When you have the 2 points connected by a line. Okay. So a plug key needs to be closed for an electrical circuit to be working properly. And the third thing is cell holder. A cell holder is shown in this picture. It's basically where you can hold cells, or you can put in cells over there. Okay, so when will electricity pass through the electrical circuit? When you have the electric bulb, when you have the plug key closed, and when you have cells in the cell holder properly arranged in the required form. Okay, so when you have electrical bulb, a closed plug key and cells in the cell holder, when all of them are connected with the help of connecting wires, at that time you have electrons moving, because of which electricity will be generated. Such an arrangement is called as electrical circuit. You must have quite often seen more than one cell used in an electrical circuit. The reason for that is it increases the potential difference, and because it's increasing the potential difference, the current flowing through the circuit also increases. Here these are 4 cells which are connected in series. This, if you see here, you have the positive end of one cell is connected to the negative end of the second cell. Same thing is repeated for the third and the fourth. Okay, if in case you have 3 cells are normally denoted in that form. So if you have 3 cells as shown, and if each cell has a potential difference of 1 volt, then all the potential difference of the cells will be added together. So I have 3 cells of 1 volt each. I'm adding them up, so I have 1 volt plus 1 volt plus 1 volt. So the total potential difference of the circuit is increasing by 3. So 3 volt becomes a potential difference. Now because the potential difference is increasing, the current will also start flowing. So the higher potential difference, more will be the current flowing through the circuit. We will do an experiment, but before that it's important for us to know what are we using in the experiment. We are using a magnetic needle. We know what is a magnetic needle. We have learned in the previous standard. It is a magnet which helps us in showing. It points out the directions to us. Okay. Now this magnet normally moves according. It detects the magnetic field of the earth and shows deflection or shows movement according to that. So here in this experiment, we are taking a magnetic needle in a empty matchbox cover. We are taking or wounding around, a wire is wound around the magnetic needle, and you have an electric bulb, the cell and the plug key. So that is how the entire circuit we are completing. Now this experiment has 2 parts in it. Okay, I'll tell you the first part. In the first part, what we are doing is we are bringing a bar magnet near this magnetic needle. So when you are bringing a bar magnet near this magnetic needle, because there are magnetic fields at the poles or at the ends of the bar magnet, the magnetic needle will show deflection or it will move. Okay, so the magnetic needle will show a deflection when you're getting a bar magnet near it, because of the magnetic field of the bar magnet. So this is the first part. Once you finish with this part, we will keep away the bar magnet. When you keep away the bar magnet, the magnetic needle will stop deflecting or it will not show any deflection. So now in the second part, after you have removed the bar magnet, now the magnetic needle is still, it is not moving. Okay, now what do you do in the second part? We are going to switch on the plug, or we will connect the plug or close the plug. When you close the plug, there is going to be electricity passing through the circuit. When electricity starts passing through the circuit, you will note that the magnetic needle still shows deflection, which means that we can say that when electricity is passing through a wire, there is magnetic field that surrounds the wire. And because of the magnetic field surrounding the wire, the magnetic needle shows deflection. So we can say that when electric current passes through a wire, a magnetic field is produced around that wire. So this was a first experiment. Now we will do another experiment. This we have already done in the previous standard. What have we taken? We have taken an iron nail and a wire is wound around it and it's connected to a circuit. Okay. Now what do is when you switch on the circuit or when electricity starts passing through the wire, the iron nail, it becomes magnetic. Because it's becoming magnetic, if you bring other nails near it, it will attract those nails. But this magnetism of the iron nail will not remain for a long period of time. The minute you switch off the electricity, the iron nail will lose its magnetism. So when electricity is on, it gets magnetism, and when electricity is off, it loses magnetism. Such a substance which becomes a magnet when electricity is passed through it is called as an electromagnet. We'll have a look at this. Here if you see, it is shown. When you switch on the electricity, the iron nail is attracting the other nails towards it. And when you switch it off, the iron nails are dropped down again. So it is gaining magnetism and losing magnetism. Such a substance is called electromagnet. So this is what we have just now seen. When electric current flows in the wire, magnetism is produced in the coil around the screw, and because of that the screw becomes a magnet. And when it stops, this magnetism disappears or vanishes. Now we'll see where electromagnet is used. This is a diagram of an electric bell, and electromagnet is used in an electric bell. We will see each part one by one. Here in the bell, we are using an iron piece, and the iron piece has a wire wound around it. So this is the electromagnet, or this is going to be the substance which becomes magnetic when electricity is passed through it. Then you have an iron strip. So the iron strip has a striker at one end, okay, and other than this we have the contact screw. So the contact screw, the iron strip and the electromagnet, all three are connected to a circuit. So all three are part of a circuit, okay, electrical circuit. And now in front of the striker we have the gong, or we have the bell. Okay, now how is this going to work? I'll tell you. Whenever you are pressing the contact screw, or whenever you apply pressure on the contact screw, the key in the diagram, just look at the key at the diagram. Okay, so what is going to happen when you apply pressure on the contact screw? The key will close, or the plug will close. When the plug closes, there is electricity going to be passed through the wire. When electricity passes through the wire, the electromagnet or the iron piece becomes magnetic. It gets magnetism. So because it has become magnetic, it will attract the iron strip towards itself. When it attracts the iron strip towards itself, the striker will hit the bell and the sound will be produced. I'll repeat this again. Whenever you are applying pressure on the contact screw, the key or the plug closes. When it closes, electricity passes through the wire. When electricity passes through the wire, the electromagnet gets magnetism. It becomes a magnet. It is becoming a magnet means that it's going to attract the iron strip towards itself. When it's attracting the iron strip towards itself, the striker will hit the bell or the gong and sound will be produced. However, this sound will not remain for a long period of time. The minute you remove pressure from the contact screw, the plug will be opened. The minute the plug opens, electricity stops and the electromagnet loses its magnetism. it loses its magnetism, so it will stop attracting the iron strip and the striker will go back to its original place. So as long as you have pressure on the contact screw, the sound will be heard. The minute the pressure is removed from the contact screw, the circuit will be broken. We'll look at this. So when you are holding on to the contact screw, the plug closes, it becomes a magnet and the iron strip is getting attracted. The striker will hit on the bell and there will be sound created. Okay. Now one correction, in the diagram that is shown in the text, there is a spelling mistake of the iron strip, so that has to be corrected. Okay. I hope the entire chapter is clear. Thank you.